Outsourcing your stability is never a good idea. Yet, the majority of us do it anyway. We grasp onto a false sense of stability that could vanish at any moment. My moment came on a random Tuesday morning. I remember sitting, feeling like the earth was going to swallow me whole as I sat wordlessly listening to my manager utter words that no one wants to hear. Unfortunately, we're no longer able to keep you on the team. What? I remember thinking, this cannot be happening. After all, I was a team player, always followed the rules, never really colored outside of the lines, and I genuinely liked the work that I was doing. How could they get rid of me? And what's worse, how could I have let myself become so complacent? You see, I wasn't always so dependent on my job. I had grown a solid social media following over the years as I had some difficulty breaking into the tech industry. I took great comfort from sharing what I was learning and doing, mostly to gain a community so that I didn't feel so alone. And it was cool to see that what I was sharing was helping other women of color also break into the tech industry. I had so much fun learning and growing and just figuring things out in real time. My Instagram and YouTube grew steadily, as did my confidence, and that visibility turned into community, and the community opened doors that helped me land my dream tech role. Eventually, I traded time working on my social media presence for time spent at my tech job. I neglected connecting with the community that I so carefully built. And if I'm honest, I thought that the tech job represented that I had made it. I no longer needed social media because I had arrived. I was wrong. I really mistook the value of that community. And if you only get one thing from this talk, please let it be this. Stability used to come from staying, showing up, doing your job, keeping your head down. But now it comes from being visible. But Nicole, I don't want to be visible. I don't want to be perceived. I definitely don't want people in my business. I get it. But here's the problem. There are narratives being built about you, whether you like it or not. What I'm challenging here is that you start taking control over how you would like to be perceived. It's no longer enough to show up in our jobs, our communities, or wherever else it is that we exist. People want to know who you are, what you stand for, and how you bring value. We live in a time where we all have access to global platforms that allow us to show value and create visibility. And I would be willing to bet that most of us are sitting on more than we actually realize. Maybe you've built a mobile detailing business from nothing but a knack for cleaning and a need to make it work, or have counseled hundreds of families through some of the biggest or toughest moments of their lives. Maybe you can walk into a broken system or process and fix it in a way that no one else saw possible. Maybe you have sports insights and marketing instincts that, when combined, make highlights that reach and impact millions. The things that feel ordinary to you, that could be somebody else's roadmap, a key that unlocks solutions that they really need. Most of you may be thinking, okay, Nicole, I kind of see where you're going with this, but I'm not a content creator. That's not who I am. The good news is that that is not what I'm asking you to do. What I'm asking doesn't take a large following, a big fancy studio, or a full-time commitment. It just requires that you do a little documenting. Maybe you jot down some insights from a recent client interaction and share it on your LinkedIn. Or write out the most common mistakes that you see in your field and share it as a short video or a graphic. Maybe you take a picture of something you created or built, a project that you finished, and just share it. Nothing fancy, just documentation of what you're already doing. And then post it on whatever platform you feel most comfortable that gives you a presence. That's it. Think of it as a living, interactive resume, one that works for you even when you're not actively looking for what's next. You build it now while things are good. There's no sense of urgency, so that you can start gaining community, stay top of mind, and build a body of work that proves that you exist beyond a PDF. My journey is proof that something like this works. Aside from breaking into the tech industry, 14 weeks after I got laid off, I got back online and I posted a short video. It started a little something like this. Hey, I'm Nicole, 31, unemployed, and currently between eras. I felt so vulnerable and just so cringe, what most of us millennials consider the ick. I had a lot of voices in my head saying, who do you think you are? No one asked. People are definitely going to judge you. But I posted it anyway. And in the days to follow, something shifted. People started to reach out and respond, but not out of pity, out of recognition. This is so me right now. I'm also in my 30s and figuring out what's next. It was really brave of you to share this. I'm really glad that you did. You see, that moment of vulnerability and visibility not only helped me to see a path forward for myself, but also started helping others have a sense of validation and community. So, it's been about a couple months since I posted that first video, and doors are starting to open to dreams that I thought were long ahead in my future or gone entirely. Not because I'm knocking, but because I've been visible. People are sharing, learning, and trusting, and they're reaching out. So this is what I would like to challenge you all to do. Not someday, today. Find one moment in your work life worth documenting. And then here is what is going to really make this work for you, because it's what turns ordinary posts into conversation, and conversation into community. Don't make it about you. Frame it for someone else. Could be someone a few steps behind you in the journey, someone more junior than you, a potential client, someone that just doesn't have context for what comes completely naturally to you. Write it, share it, document it for them. It's not about going viral or building a huge personal brand. It's just about showing up and being visible consistently. You see, the thing that I regret most about my story, it wasn't the layoff. It was the 14 weeks it took me to hit post again. And the years before that I sat quietly, complacently, choosing my comfort over being the author of my own story. So start right now. Start this week. It's not for the followers or the algorithm, but for the version of you that's going to need it someday. So whether or not your Tuesday comes, and I really hope that it doesn't, try to work with this. This is an investment that will improve your life and career for years to come. Because the people who build, who thrive in uncertainty, are not the ones who build before they need it or wait to feel ready. They're the ones who create the opportunity for themselves, showing up honestly and consistently, because visibility is the new job security. Thank you.